into Atlantic assistant softball coach McLaren. 4-0 win tonight for Atlantic over Zaire, Elkhorn, Kimballton. Michelle, class of 2006.
Yep.
We know a little bit about that, and you're inducted into the Hall of Fame tonight, the Softball Hall of Fame. Take me through just your thoughts about that, first of all, and just what an honor that is for you.
You know, it's a big honor getting, you know, as an individual honor, you know, Tom Robinson was talking about, you know, all the different honors and things that I'd been given, and, you know, I kind of told him, I said, the one honor that, you know, isn't there is going to the state tournament. You know, that was one thing that, you know, the girls that I played with always strived for, was going to the state tournament. And, you know, that was back when there was only 4 classes, you know, so we were going through the Harlans, the winter sets, you know, the real powerhouse teams at that point. And, you know, so that was more difficult. So that was definitely, you know, an honor that I didn't receive. But the Hall of Fame, you know, that's to be with Joel and Joey and Sharon, you know, that's to be considered among them is, you know, it's kind of, there's not a lot of words to describe it.
Take me through your coaching story a little bit, and, you know, you come back to Atlantic, you come back to the hometown. Not everybody does that. I mean, let's just be honest. So what made you want to do that, I guess?
You know, I guess I love softball. I love playing still, you know, playing slow pitch. And so, I guess you could say softball's kind of in my blood, you know. I actually came back, you know, in college, and I coached 5th and 6th grade Wigsell, and that's kind of how I got into the game. And then Coach Hinsman had approached me that summer, and Coach Muncie had decided that she was going to resign and didn't want to do it anymore. And he approached me early on in that fall, and, you know, I was kind of at that point, I was like, oh, you know, I don't know if I want to, you know, but hey, like, let's give it a try. I love the game. I'd love to share my knowledge. And so, you know, this is my 6th summer now, and, you know, yeah, my summer is consumed with softball, but, you know, I love spending time with the girls, and, you know, we spend so much time together, they've started calling me mom, so, you know, I'm mom to them now, so.
And you played for several coaches in high school. Was it 4 different or 3?
I played for 2 different ones. I played for, at the varsity level, Coach Blazik was my 8th grade and my freshman year, and then after my freshman year, he retired from coaching softball, and then it became Don Jenkins, so then I played for him for 3 years. So. What
did you learn from playing? I mean, those guys are both veterans in the coaching world. What did you learn from, what were some things, I guess, your biggest memories of what you learned in high school?
I guess, like, the biggest thing from Coach Jenkins, you know, you always played 100%, no matter what, you know, and one of the things that you had to remember was your spot is never yours. You're constantly having to work for it, and, you know, that's something I like to tell the girls, you know, you're not safe in your spot. You should be constantly working for your spot, you know. Just because you earn it in May doesn't mean it's still yours in July, you know. So that was one of the things that I think with him, you know, that I always remember, you know, you always have to work for it. You know, there's always somebody that's gunning for your spot, whether that's in the field or behind the plate. You know, somebody's always gunning for your spot.
All right, cool. These kids, you know, you got a first year varsity catcher this year, correct? All that stuff.
Yep.
So, you know, you were a catcher. So what's the knowledge that you're kind of spilling down to her and the other kids? But, you know, I know you have a first year catcher at the varsity level. So what are you telling her at this point?
Yeah. You know, a lot of times, you know, Coach Hinsman, you know, being the head coach, he's sometimes what we call the bad cop, and I get to be the good cop, you know. So with me, you know, when he kind of gets after her for different things, you know, I like to kind of try to build her up and just encourage her, you know, hey, it's like, we're going to make mistakes, you know, but we're going to work through them, and we're going to learn from them, you know. And that was the biggest thing for me, you know. We know you're going to make mistakes, you know, especially being an 8th grader and the first time playing varsity in any position, you know, and the catcher to boot, you know, is one of the most important positions, you know, on the field. So, you know, just working through it, working through those mistakes, and not getting down on herself. So.
All right, again, Hall of Famer, Michelle McLaren. Thanks a lot, Michelle.
Thank you, Caleb.